try it. I don't know if you can hear it. See if you can say it.
Oh, hello. Oh,
See
testing.
how your
Oh.
voice sounds. It's hard competing. Okay, we got it. Okay, and then you're complete.
Is it one of those where you kind of have to hold it?
It's to yourself, like. Good morning, everybody. Universal Spirit Center. Would you like to sing a song with us? Come on, here we go. And you're welcome to stand if you like, or you can sit and groove, whatever you want. Here we go. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om. 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 Peace inside my mind, God and only God is moving me. Peace inside my mind, God and only God I live to see. Peace inside my mind, God and only God is moving me. Peace inside my mind, God and only God I live to see. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om. 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 Peace inside my heart, God and only God is moving me. Peace inside my heart, God and only God I live to see. Peace inside my heart, God and only God is moving me. Peace inside my heart, God and only God I live to see. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om. 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 Peace inside the earth, God and only God is moving me. Peace inside the earth, God and only God I live to see. Peace inside the earth, God and only God is moving me. Peace inside the earth, God and only God I live to see. Everybody, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om. Om. Let's get a big Om. Om. Big Om. Om. Come on. Om. Woo! Yeah! Oh no, you don't have to sit down again. If you want to stand, if you're able, there's a wonderful song. Let's introduce the band. This is the wonderful Sound of the Spirit Band. Linda, Oliver, Matt over there. Let's give them a big hand. Woo! I am your cheerleader today for Gino. My name is Beverly Doherty, and I'm happy to be with you to share this time with you. Let's see what we're singing. Something wonderful. Something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. Okay, wait a second. We got to get our... There we go. There we go, all in the same. We got to get in the same boat and row. Here we go. Right. Here we go. Something wonderful. Something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. Oh, yeah, one more time. Something wonderful. Sorry, sound light first. Something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. my heart, and it won't let go. Something wonderful, come on. Something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. Something wonderful, something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. Where do you feel it? I can feel it in my body. I can feel it in my soul. I can feel it in my heart. And it won't let go. Something wonderful. Something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. Something wonderful. Woo!
Good morning and welcome to Universal Spirit Center. I'm Kevin Busey. I have the great joy of being the spiritual leader of our inclusive, thriving community, and I welcome you here this morning. So whoever you are, wherever you are on your spiritual path, you are deeply loved and you are welcomed here. So a special welcome to all of you who are new with us this morning. I see a couple new faces out there. I'd love to meet you afterwards. I'll be standing at the door to the exit. I'd love to meet you if you're new with us this morning. And I'd like to shout out to our virtual community where a couple hundred people are watching us online. Thanks for joining us as well. So to make this morning a little more beautiful and to acknowledge her goddaughter, Stephanie Swift, has donated these flowers on behalf of her goddaughter, Lindsay. A beautiful picture of Lindsay up here, Lindsay Layfield. She made her transition a year ago last November. And so we just keep her in our hearts and our prayers, and thank you for the beautiful flowers. Also, Giving Tree, we are collecting money and or gifts for children whose parents are in the foster care system. We're collecting Christmas gifts for them, holiday gifts. We have 3 kids left to buy gifts for. 3 kids. So is Liz in the room, or she's outside at the table? 3 more gifts, and then we've bought for all the kids. So let's wrap this up today. 3 more gifts for those kids. Also, can you believe it's the first day of December? It was rude awakening coming in and seeing the Christmas wreaths there. So who was born in December? Please stand. Let's acknowledge our December birthdays. Megan, Conrad, Randall, Victoria. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Thanks for being born. Thanks for being born. So I have some exciting news to share. We have been looking for 15 years, 12 years for a new home? And we're pretty close to saying we have one. Here's where we are at. We've been looking at and considering a home on Friars, in which about 30 or 40 of you people went out last Sunday to see, and that makes it we've had about 50 people from our congregation go out in 2 different visits, 2 or 3 different visits, and everyone has given it a thumbs up. So that means for us is we're moving forward. So we're doing the final details on the lease so that we can then most probably sign it this week. We don't see any of the details being a deal breaker at all, but it's just those things that we have to do. So it's not really final until the lease is signed, but there's all expectations that it will be signed. So I'm really expecting next week to stand up here and announce that we have a new home. So I really am. So yeah, right now it's just minor details. So then we would be moving. Our first gathering would be in February at our new space. So we'll give you more information next week, but that's really exciting information. And now we have Chris coming up here. Hey, Chris.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks. Good morning, everyone. I have some of your announcements. Let's just take a breath to pause between that excitement and of opportunity and read our day in history. Rosa Parks arrested. On the evening of December 1st, 1955, Rosa Parks, an African-American woman, was arrested for disobeying an Alabama law requiring black passengers to relinquish seats to white passengers when the bus was full. Blacks also were required to sit at the back of the bus. Her arrest sparked a 381-day boycott of the Montgomery bus system and led to the 1956 Supreme Court decision banning segregation on public transportation. Together, we can change the world. And now, if you'll all repeat after me. We are the light bearers of love and forgiveness. Vibrating the flames of equality, grace, and peace all over the world. Our journey toward equality reflects our commitment. Ensuring that all are heard and valued. We are all part of our history. And Awakening Wednesday, a new generation's connection to God. Join us in person at the Lions Club with Haley and Peyton to discuss the new generation's connection to God. They are vibrant and deeply personal, driven by a desire for authenticity and purpose. They seek to experience the divine not just in sacred spaces, but in everyday moments.
There's also a racial equality call to action. Every day, join us on Instagram or wherever you are. Stop for the next 3 months at 3 o'clock for 3 minutes. Set your alarm and join live. I believe Gino's on Instagram and some of the other racial equality project people. Join live or hold that space of prayer. And you can go to Instagram to find that. I also have another exciting announcement, which we announced last week as well. As a retired financial planner, I just wanted to say how important it is to take care of our legacy. When we transition, because we all will, we want to make it as easy and as loving for our family. And I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving with their friends and family. And for those people, we want to make it as smooth as possible. I know there's a lot to hold space for, and so if we can make some things easier, that would be great. So Alana, next week with the lovely baby here, she'll be here next week after services to do a little workshop on trust and wills and also talk about our legacy project, which if you so desire, you can leave a gift in your trust and will to Universal Spirit Center or any other charities that are important to you to leave your legacy as well. And please RSVP on the sign-up sheet so that we can, Alana is providing lunch, and have a wonderful week.
Good morning. I'm Bob Mose. I have the rest of your announcements for today. Good morning. Men's group. So there will be a meeting this on December 12th at 6:30 at Doug Cooper's home in Kensington. So see him, Doug. See him after the gathering at the yes table. And for all of you that have questions about these announcements or anything we talked about today, please go online to our website at universalspiritcenter.org for all your answers. And I'm doing a craft flower workshop next Saturday at 12 o'clock, right across the street for the at the offices. So please join me. I'm going to have Christmas music, cookies, and eggnog. And I'm sure you need some presents, right? You make flowers for your special one. And First Saturday with Angels at 10 o'clock. Saturday at the office with Margot Laura. Margot, please stand up. So she'll facilitate next Saturday. Right. There you go. Thank you. Thank you for the plug. You're hired. Daytime meditation is offering beginning December 14th with Deva. Deva, you're here, right? So at the offices across the street, see her, or at the sign up at the yes table outside. And finally, we have a holiday bazaar, which will occur on December 15th. Arts and crafts and gifts, it says. See Blade or at the yes table, and the posters are outside, or see Lee. So, speaking of iPads, what do you get when you cross a Christmas tree with an iPad? No, I didn't tell the joke yet. So what do you get when you cross those two? A pineapple.
Let's acknowledge Bob and his joke. And also, this is what you could create in Bob's workshops. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. So I'm going to invite you to stand. And below the clock is, as our tradition, there's a camera there. So let's acknowledge and wave to all the people who join us online. Thanks for being part of our virtual community. Stay standing and welcome each other to Universal Spirit Center. Invite you to find your way back to your seats. Complete the greeting that you're doing now and find your way back. So let's find our seats. So today is World AIDS Day, and so we acknowledge, we remember the experience of AIDS that has been the experience of us in the last many years on the planet. And so what we're going to do this morning is we're going to gift someone from the Gay and Lesbian Center with the Global Heart Tithe in honor of AIDS Day. But right now, let's light a memorial candle for all of those thousands and thousands of people who have lost their lives to the experience of AIDS. So I invite you to just breathe right into your heart. And as we light this candle, it just reminds us, it's a symbol, but it reminds us that within every single person, there's a divine light, a sacred flame. That through the experience of death, it lives on. The soul continues. So let's just know that together. Let's know that for all the many women and men who have lost their lives to the experience of AIDS. So we just open our hearts in remembrance, in acknowledgement, And if you would like to say anyone's name who has made their transition through AIDS, I invite you to do so now. Terry. And so let's join together in knowing that life continues on through death. And that these souls rise up to a full expression of their next experience. Let's just know a blessing on all those many families and all those many caregivers who assisted these people in the transition. So we just know a blessing. And let's know the truth. That love is the truth between us. And let's just let love wash over us now.
We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let the love wash over them, wash over them. We let it be.
So breathe deeply into your heart and let's just stay in this energy as Borghild continues this morning to lead us in our time for meditation.
So just take a couple more deep breaths where you're at. And our reading this morning is from Lee Harris, Energy Speaks. It is true that there is a lot at stake when it comes to loving yourself. It unleashes your full potential, and the world needs your full potential because you are a lover, a healer, a change maker, and a light worker. I'm going to read that again. It's so yummy. It is true, and there is a lot at stake when it comes to loving yourself. It unleashes your full potential, and the world needs your full potential because you are a lover, a healer, a change maker, and a light worker. And so, right here, right now, I recognize that I am a lover, a healer, a change maker, and a light worker. And I recognize that each one of you gathered here this morning, is just that. You are love itself, expressing as the one. And so I'm grateful to know this, to know that each one of us has our part and shares our part, not only in our community, but in our world. And so I am knowing that, yes, I say yes to love. I say yes to peace. I say yes to loving myself. For I know that when I love myself, I can love everyone else around me. And so I'm grateful for this knowing. I'm grateful that each one of you, our online family, those of you that are here this morning, recognize that in you as well. For that is who we are. We are made of stardust and the divine's love dust. And so I am knowing that stardust and that love dust reflects itself in the words of Rev Kevin this morning, in the voice of our guest artist, Beverly, in the band playing behind me, in all their instruments, and in the tech that is right behind those screens, adjusting the music, fine-tuning, and responding to our online guests. And I am grateful for the hands that so lovingly set up the space for us this morning. And how wonderful it is to know that when love is love, we are all great. And we are all light workers in this space. And so I invite you to take your light with you when you leave this place and have it with you for the rest of the week. And I'm so grateful for this. I hear a call, now will I answer, forsake my own to serve another, make joy reside where there lives sorrow. I hear a call, now will I answer. I see a light, now will I follow, fill up this life that grows more hollow, make joy reside where there lives sorrow. I see a light, now will I follow. I hear a call from out of nowhere, and from everywhere I go. I hear a call, now will I answer. I feel a touch, now will I hold on, be there with love for those with no one, with a kindness such it lives though I'm gone. I feel a
the touch. Now will I hold on. I hear a call from out of nowhere, and from everywhere I go. I hear a call from out of nowhere. I hear a call from out of nowhere. I hear a call from out of nowhere, and from everywhere I go. 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 Everywhere I go, I hear a call. Everywhere I go, listen to the call. Everywhere I go, I hear a call. Everywhere I go, I hear a call.
Beautiful. I love that. Thank you. Did you write it? No, she didn't write it. Yeah. All right. Good morning again. Come down here with you guys. So, World's AIDS Day reminds me. Years ago, I was a volunteer at the AIDS Foundation with a program called the Buddy System, and we would get matched up with someone who had the experience of AIDS and was preparing to make their transition, because back then most people who had AIDS made their transition. And we would meet monthly, just the volunteers, to support each other and ourselves through this process of assisting other people in making their transition. So I did that for a couple years, and what we found was, as we were involved more in the program, the people we were paired with, the people that were experiencing AIDS, made their transition to death more easily than at the beginning of the years. The longer that we were experiencing AIDS, it just seemed as though people were more easily making their transition without a struggle. And someone said at our meeting, I thought this was so cool, it's because they had so many brothers and sisters on the other side assisting them to make their transition. So, just thought that was very nice to share on this day. Also, I wanted to say, in response to this reading that Borghild read, loving ourselves is the hardest. If we could love ourselves, we could love anyone. Loving ourselves is the hardest. But what I want to talk about this morning is the interplay or the dance between light and darkness. Because while you can't tell it this morning, we are moving more into a growing experience of darkness, right? The hours of the light are getting shorter and shorter, but what a beautiful morning full of light, right? So beautiful. So it's the interplay of light and darkness, and I want to use my own life as a framework for that, or context. So as many of you know, at the beginning of the year, I was plunged into deep darkness. My partner of 24 years suddenly made his transition in February, and in a moment, I was plunged into such darkness, overwhelming grief that I had never experienced before. Some of you maybe have experienced a similar thing, whether it's the loss of a partner or a divorce or a breakup or a diagnosis of an illness, but it's that experience of suddenly, or gradually, I guess, being thrown into an experience of overwhelming grief or darkness. Also, what's happened during that time and since that time is a deep, deep experience of light. Who would have known? And there were two moments. I've shared this before. I shared this in another Sunday talk this year. There were two moments. One was about 2 weeks after he made his transition, where I was, barely functioning. I was walking my dogs. And I think what happened, I don't know if I was to dissect what happened, I think the grief for a moment shut off my mind. But as I'm walking the dogs, I was filled with overwhelming light. And this light was emanating from my body. It was about 30 seconds. But all pain and grief stopped. I don't know if it was just that I was thrown into the experience of the present moment. And I felt as this was occurring, this is what I'm evolving to. That's what I felt. And then a second time, about a week later, I was in the gym, and I had just entered the doors, and I was walking to the locker room down the hall. And again, just such grief. And in a moment, I felt so filled with light emanating from me. 30 seconds, maybe a minute, and then it dissipated. And again, I felt like this is who I'm evolving to. So I want to talk a little bit about that evolution. But before I do that, I want to talk about a universal experience of light and darkness. So what scientists tell us, vast darkness, vast empty space. And at some point, there was a gathering of energy coming together. This is what scientists tells us about how creation happened, a gathering of energy. And it became so intense, this gathering of energy, that there was an explosion of light, the Big Bang. And from this explosion of light, in the midst of darkness, from this explosion of light, everything evolved from. Everything. And continues today to evolve. It's the creation in that explosion, in that burst of light, of all matter. There's nothing that exists outside of this first light. And the evolutionary process continues even to this day. Ernest Holmes, the founder of our philosophy, says that this evolutionary process, which moves through all of creation, is God. It's the evolutionary process that is continually calling us to be more than who we've been. And it's happening on a universal level. It's always happening throughout all of creation. Evolution is happening. It didn't stop at some point. And as this is true on the universal level, it's absolutely true for each one of us, for you personally, intimately. There's an evolutionary process happening. There's a call to experience, to be, to love more. It's just what is happening because you're here. So within you right now is a call to be more, to evolve. Anyone want to share for them? Anything come to mind about how you're evolving? Anyone want to share? Yeah, Victor. More tolerant. Great. More inclusive, maybe. More tolerant. Good. Who else? Anyone else want to share how? Yeah, John. Less attachment to the outcome. Great. Great. Joel? More patient. Yeah, Jeff. Yeah, come on out so we can see who you are. This is our production guy for the day, Jeff. Hey, Jeff. Glad you're coming out, Jeff. Yeah. Yeah, good. So concentrating more on the positive. Yeah, where are you going to put it? Yeah, nice. Thanks, Jeff. Okay, good. Thanks, Jeff. Yeah, Bob. What has? I'm sorry. Retirement. Good. So gratitude. So darkness can give way to the light. That's kind of, we see the seed requires dark in order to break forth that which will spring forth from the seed. This time of year, I always think it's a growing darkness, right? December 21st will be the longest night, the winter solstice. This time of year, to me, always mimics original creation. So what we've got on our side of the hemisphere right now, in our hemisphere, what we've got is growing darkness, and the 21st will be the darkest point. And just days after that, we start turning towards the light. We start an awareness that in darkness or through darkness, light comes. And the early church fathers decided to take advantage of this. So they actually put Jesus' birthday on the 24th of December, when really he was born in April. But they did this to accentuate the experience of light. So what we celebrate on the 24th, 25th is Jesus' birthday. The deep meaning, however, of that, the deep spiritual meaning for us in that is within us, divine light happens. Even in the midst of the darkest time, light can happen. And that's what we're entering now. So for you, however you might be experiencing darkness, the ultimate truth is there is light to be experienced. That if you and I can give in to the darkness, not fight it, not resist it, but be present to us, light will occur. In darkness, darkness is a symbol for our not knowing. It's just not knowing. We don't know. We can't figure out. It's those things in our lives that we cannot figure out, that we cannot control. There's no way. Obviously, I could have controlled or controlled Tim's death. No way. It happened. There's no way I could figure out its meaning or its meaning. It's to simply be present. It's to stop trying to control and figure out and to just be with. It's actually gaining knowledge through something other than our senses. Because with our senses, we could see. You know, when it's light out, we could see. We could see when it's light out. But when it's dark, we don't know what's in the darkness. We don't know how to take a step forward because we might run into something. So it's being guided by something greater than the information that our senses give us. Let me say that again. It's being guided and being loved and being nurtured by something greater than what our senses could give us. It's not experiencing or knowing through our senses. It's knowing and opening through another way. And that really is the gift of darkness. That right there is the gift of darkness. So any struggle or suffering you have going on in your life, it has the capacity to lead you to the light. One of the things darkness can do, one of the things our suffering can do, our struggle can do, it breaks apart status quo. It breaks apart the way things are so that something new could happen. That's the power of darkness. That's the power of struggle. It's a breaking apart so something new could come forth. So I want to share with you a couple things I did to help me through the that intense darkness or grief. So in the first couple days after my partner suddenly died, after Tim suddenly died, I had an awareness that my dogs still needed to be fed and still needed to be walked. And that my dogs were also grieving. And so it caused me to kind of step out of myself and to tend to them. To walk them, to feed them, to take them on hikes, to love them, to assist them through their own grief. And a couple things happened with that. It engaged me in the ordinary. It got me for a little bit outside of myself. And it empowered me to connect. And I didn't realize the full impact of that, but that was kind of the beginning of healing, as well as my daughter, who only knew Tim her whole life as her stepfather. So it was me showing up for her to assist in her grief. Again, it was doing the ordinary, and it was connection. So those were powerful things. So it's kind of like the call, maybe, when we're so overwhelmed with whatever, we're so overwhelmed. Do what's in front of us to do. Walk the dogs, cook their foods, reach out to someone. Do what's before us. The second thing is there was a lot of overwhelming grief, and grief is real connected with guilt, and it was a lifetime of grief, guilt, right? So I needed to, as the reading points out, I really needed to pay attention and be compassionate with myself. I couldn't let the grief, guilt, depression take me away. So there was some element of caring for myself. Although that wasn't, I'll acknowledge, primary, I realized I needed to get my feet on the ground, and that would do it. And the third thing was to be grateful for the ordinary. So that meant for me, when I woke up, to be thankful that I was waking up in a warm bed, that the dogs were with me, that within a few minutes I knew I'd have a really good cup of coffee, that someone texted me. It's the ordinary. It's to look at the ordinariness of our lives, that there's hot water in a shower, that have a washer, a washing machine, and the dryer. I started to focus on just the ordinary. And what happened was a couple things. When I started having gratitude towards the ordinary, there's something in me that felt like it was just kind of opening up. Because gratitude can't exist with guilt or grief or depression. Our systems don't have the capacity to handle gratitude and grief, gratitude and guilt, or gratitude and anger. So gratitude actually has the capacity to open us up to the light. And it's ordinary gratitude. It's simply looking at what's around us, or who's around us, and to experience gratitude in that. So all of this brought me to a growing awareness that I'd never had before of some elements about myself. I started to identify 3 parts of myself. There's probably more parts, but there are 3 dominant parts of myself that I experience. One part is one who grieves. Has been element of grief my whole life. How many can relate to an element of grief within yourselves? It's the little boy or the little girl, right, that's just grieving. I know that's not unique to me. We all share that. So there's that. Then there's a part of me that is able and can get up in the morning, cook food, walk the dogs, it's pay the bills, do the things I need to do, be responsible, hold a job. It's the responsible person. It's the person that can do things, that makes a difference in others' lives. It's someone who keeps me steady and guided and encourages me to work out and eat right food and stay connected to people. How many of you have that type of person? It's an empowered person. If you don't, please see me afterwards, because something we got to work on. But it's someone who gets us up in the morning, right? Someone who makes us behave when we really don't want to. It's that person. And there's another person. And you and I know another aspect. And you and I know this aspect. We know this aspect because we're here this morning. It's that divine part of ourselves. It's the light. It's the person that's growing more tolerant, more patient, more loving. It's the person that absolutely is aware that there's a greater thing happening through us that is light and love, and that it's always, always calling us. So we have those 3 parts of ourselves, albeit more, but those 3 I'm really becoming familiar with. And so how I'm working with these 3 parts is really getting them all to know each other. They're not independent, and they blend. So the empowered person can kind of, help the grieving child within me. The grieving child can inform the empowered person that there's compassion needed and time and fun needed or caring. That aspect that's full of light and grace and God's love can inform the empowered person and the grief person that all is truly well. That we are first and fundamentally beings of light in this earth experience. That we are created as the image of the divine. And everything else are just roles that we play. So for me this year, this is what this season it's about. It's growing darkness. It's for me to be with those dark, unknowing, uncontrollable places in myself that I'd maybe rather not face. That as I tend to those places, I open myself to a greater experience of light. Because that's what I'm experiencing. So if you can relate to this, you're right on track with the season. So I would invite you as we start, or, Costco's already started the holiday season, the Christmas season, but I would invite you as we go through the holiday season is to view Christmas as your own birth into the light. It's your own bursting forth as light. That we travel through the darkness, through the unknowing. We travel with those things we cannot control. And as we're with them, you and I open more fully to the light. So that's the work I'm doing. That's the work I'm calling us, a spiritual community, to do. Move through the darkness into your own experience of light. So I'm going to invite you to take a deep breath. Go ahead and just close your eyes. Breathe deeply into your heart. Taking a deep breath. If you would like, maybe place your hands over your heart. And consider those places in your life, or that part of you that's struggling, that part of you that maybe is confused, doesn't know maybe which way to go. Maybe that part of you that is hurting. Just be with that. Let it be present. And taking a deep breath in. Take a moment and just give thanks to your empowered self. To that part of you that takes such good care of yourself. It's that part of you that got you here this morning, that will get you up tomorrow, that will engage in all those things that you do so well. All your duties, all your roles, all your responsibilities. It's that part of you. So just take a moment and give thanks for that person. Give thanks to yourself for the great job that you're doing. got up this morning, you dressed, and all your colors match. Good job. You did it. And you do it every morning. So now breathe in right to your heart. And experience a sacred flame. Experience within the center of your being a divine light. Open to this light. Let this light, with each breath in, burn more brightly. This light, you are light. Own that as the truest part of yourself. You are created as the image of the divine. You are so deeply loved beyond your wildest imagining. Own this. Breathe into this. Experience this. And repeat after me. I am light.
I am light.
I radiate light.
I radiate.
I am filled with light.
I am filled with light.
Breathe deeply in this vibration. And just gently, when you're ready, go ahead and bring your awareness to this room, to this space, as Bev leads us in her next song.
You'll know the song, so sing it anywhere you want. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, 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 bright sunny day. Let's tell it again. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. I think I can make it now. The red paint is gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is that rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunny day. Look all around, there's nothing but blue skies. Look straight ahead, there's nothing but clear sky. Everybody knows that part, right? Big finish. Here we go. can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be what? It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. Yeah, it's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. What is it gonna be? Oh, it's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Last time, here we go. Bright, 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 sunshiny day. Give yourself a hand. Woo! Woo! Chase
Bab
that.
and our house band. So, on this first Sunday of December, I just am so grateful to you for your giving to this center. For all of you over the beginning, the years that have given so freely, generously to our center, it empowers us to do a few things. It empowers us to stay open. It empowers us to do negotiations on a building on a 5-year lease where there's a lot of money involved, right? And it empowers us to give 10% of what you give us out into the community that do the work of love out in the community. So let's acknowledge ourselves for just the way you give. And if you come here regularly and you don't financially support us, do. Because we do good work. Because we're here, we do good work. We're moving into a beautiful place. We do good work. So if you give us $10, $1 goes out to places in the world that spread love. Better yet, if you give us $1,000. $100 goes out. But that's a way to look at it, right? That's a good. So we've given out a couple this year. Well, we've given out many this year, I should say. We gave last month Global Heart Tithe, and we're doing it again this month. So would you come up, Leo? Today's World's AIDS Day, as I said, and so we felt it be appropriate to give to the Gay and Lesbian Center for the support of what they do for AIDS out into the community. And Leo is here from the Gay and Lesbian Center and is going to tell you what he does, what the center does, and what's going to happen with the money.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. My name is Leo Cartier. I'm the individual giving officer at the San Diego LGBT Community Center. Thank you for having us today. We really appreciate your support. And just to give you a quick, about the center. The San Diego LGBT Community Center is one of the most largest and vibrant LGBT community centers in the nation. And the center provides targeted programs and services to the full diversity of the San Diego LGBTQ community and to the betterment of our region. And for more than 50 years, the center has remained committed to providing comprehensive care that uplifts and enhances the lives of San Diego's diverse LGBTQ plus community members. And last year, we provided more than 90,000 direct service visits to community members seeking programs and services. So that was a record-breaking year for us. So quite a significant number this last year. So the center is committed to providing comprehensive support to our LGBTQ community through our complete care approach, and provides a range of services and programming, including housing services, behavioral health services, sexual health and wellness, senior services, advocacy and civic engagement, along with services for youth, families, transgender and non-binary folks, along with social programming and other events for our community. So, if you or any friends or family, ever need anything or seeking support or programs, please feel free to stop in. We're always there, and we're always welcome to folks, coming in. So feel free to refer folks if you know anybody, or you or your friends or family, ever need anything. So again, thank you so much for your support. We appreciate it. Yeah.
So on behalf of Universal Spirit Center, I gift you with $500. So thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks so much.
So support Universal Spirit Center, support the work we do on our planet. So I'm going to invite you to take a deep breath in and place your hands over your heart. And let's just take a moment and just bless all the ways that we give out. Just bless all the ways that you make a difference. All the ways that you show up. All the ways that you support this community here. Let's just bless all that giving. So taking a deep breath, if you would repeat after me. As I give out, I receive. As I receive, I give out. God happening as me.
Thank you, God, for everything. 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 Thank you, 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 God, for everything. Thank you, God, for everything. Thank you, God, for everything. Thank you, God, for everything.
Yeah, let's acknowledge Bev, our house band. And Leo, would you stand? Let's acknowledge Leo and the Gay and Lesbian Center for all that they do, LGBTQ Center, thank you. And thank you for all that you do. And Leo will be at the Yes table if you're interested in volunteering, finding out more about the center, or you want to give the center more money. He will gladly take it. So I'm going to invite you to stand. I'm going to invite you to join hands. And let our joining of hands be a symbol of the truth that we're all connected to each other, that that's the truth about us, that there's one human family, that all beings are interrelated to each other. So we just open to the experience of unity. We open to the experience of connection. And let's just give thanks right now for the connection that we feel in our lives. We give thanks for this moment, and let's allow and invite something wonderful to happen within us. And so it is.
There we go. Something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. Come on. Something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. I can feel it. I can feel it in my body. I can feel it in my soul. I can feel it in my heart. And it won't let go. Something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. something wonderful. Something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. I can feel it in my body. I can feel it in my body. I can feel it in my soul. I can feel it in my heart.